Hello and welcome to the Pacific Coast Auto YouTube channel. My name is Derek Weldon, and today we're taking a look at a 1993 Suzuki Cara. Now this car is also known as the Mazda AutoZam AZ1. It was a joint production between Suzuki and Mazda. This one, the Cara, is by far the rarer of the two. In fact, this one here is only the 37th one ever made according to the VIN number. Kind of cool there. Okay, so obviously the Gullwing doors are a big feature of this one, but it also has a turbocharged 660cc engine in the middle of the car. And the car's pretty unique. Values of these are going up at the moment, and interest is going up too, and so it's a good time to buy these at the moment. So this one here was bought from auction. It is going to be exported to the USA. It is a 1993, but it's a January 1993, and so it's going to be able to be imported coming this January. That means we ship the car in December for arrival in January. Now we've bought a few of these. I never mentioned in any of the other videos, but take a look. The windshield wiper, there's only one of them because the windscreen is so small. I guess 2 wipers would be too many. Okay, just going to put that there. I'm going to show you the engine here. So it's pushed way back far in there to make it a mid-engine. Pardon me, can't speak today. Now this one has over 200,000 kilometers on it, which is really high, but the condition of the car looks to be really good for the amount of mileage. It's been in an accident, and the accident seems to have been quite a severe one, and so that is a detriment on this car. I will go over what the problem was with that, or what the damage was, but the mechanical condition and the looks of the car, it doesn't look like 200,000 kilometers. Look at this, timing belt was changed in the year 2000 at 94,626 kilometers, and again in 2016, December, at 196,280. And so the timing belt is something that gets changed on the cars when people intend to drive their car for a little bit longer and, don't feel bad about investing the money. When it comes time to do the timing belt, a lot of people decide just to sell their car at that point. The fact that it was done less than a year ago goes to show that the person who was taking care of this car was probably doing a pretty good job of maintenance. Okay, so engine is a little bit shaky, probably needs a little bit massage, maybe a hot oil massage with the lights down low and some romantic music maybe. Oil seems to be fine, coolant seems to be fine, just the engine's a little bit shaky, that's all. Gonna lower the hood here, or the trunk, or whatever you want to call it when the engine's in the weird section or the weird area. Now, there is rear accident damage. I'm gonna just kind of show you this here. I'm going to read the auction sheet after this, and then if you want to go back and see anything, then rewind the video to have a look, because I'm going to have the trunk down for the next section. And pardon my snivels. I'm Mr. Snivels today. Okay, so cool looking vehicle, and it's tiny. Go to Google and then type in AZ1 size comparison. A lot of people who own these cars, they like to put them next to other cars that are really big. Like that car there, that's a pretty small car. If you put them side by side, it's going to look gigantic. It's going to look like a Hummer. That's one of my cars coming in there, and it's broken, and so he's going to want to talk to me, so I'm going to finish this up. So here's the translation of the Japanese auction sheet. 1993 Cara, base grade 660cc, auction grade R, interior C. This has 64 horsepower, probably a little bit more because it's a turbo engine, and it's easy to get that much out of 660. 5-speed manual, I think they only came in manual, I've only ever seen them. 208.21 kilometers. Okay, comes with AC, or air conditioning, turbo timer, aftermarket 15-inch wheels that look lovely on the car. They look huge, and it's only 15, and they're a Panasport, and so a nice classic racing history in that brand. Very cool, and I love the looks of them. Okay, let's go over the rest here. HID fog lamps, kind of a weird one there. Original floor mats. Also strange for the seller to mention that. Door dampers have been replaced, and they work very easily. Saggy door dampers are a problem with these. If you do get saggy ones, then you can get them restored. Cost a little bit of money, a few $100s or so, but it's nice to have ones that are already done. And then look at this glass roof, and this one doesn't have the cards that go underneath the glass roof, so that's kind of a miss there, unfortunately. Okay, 196, 280, timing belt was changed, front and rear accent repaired, and let me go over here, this is the report. So seat is saggy, way less than usual for 200,000 kilometers, usually it would be ripped to shreds. Interior is dirty and scratched, front cross member replaced, left front inner panel dented, various repair marks and paint wave. There's actually some pretty bad paint wave in this section here. See there? And the front fender has something that wasn't marked on the auction sheet, but I guess you could contribute it to paint wave. It's a bad repaint. See, it looks like spots on it. It's not actual spots. It's clear coat bubbles that have popped, and that's a shame. The rest of the paint seems to be okay. Okay, where were we here? Wheels scratched, various scratches and dents. Rear panel has been replaced and rear cross member has been replaced. Right rear inner panel has been dented and deformed. Paint peeling on the top, windshield rock chip. Here's the paint peeling. It's on a metal piece at the top. This piece, for some reason, always gets damaged on this car. I don't know what it is. Always. Okay, and windshield rock chip. That's so mincy and tiny, it's not even worth mentioning. And then front bumper Y2. You can see that right here. And the front bumper has some paint fade as well, and random scratches and stuff. The yellow fog lamps, I love those. Yellow fog lamps are the best color. Camping cars coming in. And it's broken. Okay, enough about that. There will be a video of that one later, actually. Okay, so let's do the ones around here. Just gonna go around it. Look at those wheels. Awesome. Okay, I have driven these, but I've not spent a lot of time inside. A lot of people wonder about the size because they are a very small vehicle. They look like a mini RS200, like the old Ford Group B rally car, and that's one of my favorite cars ever. But I'm 5'10", or 178 centimeters, and the car is completely manageable for me. But if you're much bigger than me, it's going to be a problem. If you're 6 feet tall, I think this car will be too small for you. And so it's not meant for everybody, unless you want to give it some hacking. The seats that are in it are kind of an aftermarket style of seat, so let me show you. And they are very low profile, so I don't think that you can find too many seats that would take up less room in here, if that's what you were thinking, to get a little bit of extra room. And the seats don't, they don't recline. They're stuck in the full upright position, and it's a comfortable position for me, but that's going to depend on the person. So if it's a small car that you're already worried about fitting in, having a seat in the right position is important, especially if you have no power steering like this car has. It's a little bit difficult to steer when you're in a parking lot, but when you start driving, it gives you excellent feedback. And so we have some ripped gasket part here. That's probably where a foot came in when they were getting in. And we have some surface rust up here. Now I got another video showing this. There's a little bit more on the other side, but it's not that bad, and a good sanding down will do it justice. Now we have AutoZam steering wheel here, and I don't know if you mentioned it, but AutoZam on the back here. And we're gonna do a quick sign for this guy. Arigatou gozaimasu. We now own a camping car, officially. Okay, that's going in the pocket. So let's hop into here. It's a leg first type of car. Have to go leg first, otherwise you can't get in. One leg in, sit down, really high sill to get over. One more leg in, and then you have the problem of getting the legs under the steering wheel. It's not really that difficult. You go leg in, and you're good. Now this is the original steering wheel. Some people put a smaller steering wheel on it. Pardon me. This is the original size steering wheel that comes stock on the AZ1 version of the car. I think you would get a different center cap button that says Cara usually, but the Cara one is probably very rare because I think they made about 5 to 10 times, somewhere in there, more AZ1s than they did Caras. A lot of people don't even know that Suzuki made a version of this car. You can say here that the engine, 11, it goes up to 11. Awesome. Okay, dashboard, good condition. AC works, clean inside, smell free. Cigarettes have been smoked in here at one time by somebody who doesn't care about their health, but doesn't smell heavily of cigarettes inside. Can't go through drive-through in this because you can't get anything except for a single hamburger through that tiny little window. But you want to check out the stars, you can do it. You have glass roof, or you can drive around with the doors open. Just bomb down like that. But do be careful, you don't get your rearview mirror unless the door is closed. Okay, so turbo timer hiding there. Brakes feel fine, shifting feels fine, clutch feels fine. It's all super happy. I'm gonna turn the headlights on because headlights are the way to go these days. That's what all the kids are doing. Headlights. Okay, jump out of the car. Literally jump out because it's super tiny. Close the door, and this report is basically finished. So if you do have any questions, let me know. Thank you for watching. Check out our website. Check out the comments section. Share the video if you like Suzuki Caras or if you don't like Suzuki Caras. And thank you very much for watching, and have a nice day.